The city teaches quickly how to hide your fear, how to walk through heartbreak like nothing touched you here. You learn to build armor, learn to never break, because the world keeps moving no matter what it takes. And if you're too fragile, the night can swallow you whole. So you sharpen your edges just to survive it all. You gotta be tough to stay alive, strong enough to carry pain and still survive. But if you lose your kindness somewhere in the fight, then what's the point of breathing if your soul has lost its light? I've met people hardened by everything they've seen. Cold eyes, empty laughter, hearts turned into machines. They survived every battle, never bowed to fear. But somewhere in the process they disappeared, because surviving isn't living, not completely anyway. If your heart becomes too numb to feel another person's pain, strength without compassion turns dangerous with time, and power without mercy can slowly rock the mind. You gotta be tough, the world won't wait. Sometimes life hits harder than love can compensate. But if you can't stay gentle even after scars, then all your victories won't heal who you are. I used to think toughness meant never needing help, never crying openly, always handling it myself. But the strongest people I've known were soft without shame. They could carry heavy storms without passing on the pain. They knew when to fight and when to hold a hand. No, strength isn't cruelty, it's choosing to understand. Because kindness takes courage in a world this rough. Anybody can become bitter after life gets tough. But to stay warm-hearted after all the damage done, that's a different kind of strength most people never become. The world doesn't need more people trying hard to dominate. It needs people strong enough to stop the cycle of hate. Strong enough to forgive, strong enough to care, strong enough to protect without needing fear. You gotta be tough, to face this life. But tenderness is proof your soul survived. And maybe being human means carrying both somehow. Steel inside your backbone and gentleness somehow. Because children need safety, broken hearts need grace, and no one heals completely from anger in another face. So I'll learn to stay standing without becoming stone. I'll learn to hold compassion even when I feel alone. Because surviving means little if love disappears and strength means nothing, if nobody feels safe near you here. You gotta be tough, but never lose your heart. That's the balance life demands from the very start. And maybe the strongest people at the end of all this time are the ones who stayed human while surviving the night.
Everybody's got a voice telling me what I should choose. Play it safe, don't lose control. Don't chase dreams you might lose. Every road they drew for me never felt like where I belong. So I kept pretending I was fine, while something inside felt wrong. But every time I close my eyes, there's a fire I can't deny. Only do what your heart tells you, even if the whole world says no. Even when the road gets darker, even when you walk alone. Don't let fear decide your future. Don't let doubt control your soul. If your heart still burns inside you, then you already know. I was trying to fit the picture, trying hard to play the role, but every step away from myself only left another hole. Maybe life's not about perfection. Maybe it's about what feels true. Maybe all the answers we're searching for have always lived inside of you. Every scar and every fall led me back to this one call. Only do what your heart tells you, even if it sounds insane. Even if you lose direction, even if you feel the pain. Don't let voices drown your instinct. Don't let silence steal your glow. If your heart still beats for something, then you gotta let it show. Yeah, I've been scared. Yeah, I've been lost. Tried to be what I was not, but I'm done hiding who I am. I'd rather fail than never stay. Only do what your heart tells you. That's the only way to live. Not for fame and not for approval, but for something real within. Even if the sky comes crashing, even if I lose control, I will follow this fire inside me. 'Cause my heart already knows. My heart already knows. My heart already knows.
When you look at the mountain touching the endless sky, It's easy to feel small, easy to wonder why your dream feels so distant, why the road feels so long, why your tired heart keeps asking if I'm really strong enough. Because the highest visions can overwhelm the soul, when all you see before you is the distance to the goal. But every great achievement, every impossible climb was never conquered all at once, only step by step through time. You must remember this: when the summit feels too far, the greatest dreams are reached slowly, exactly where you are. One step, one breath, one more day endured. That's how human beings rise, that's how hearts become assured. I used to chase perfection, wanted progress overnight, wanted every answer clearly before stepping into the fight. And when success came slowly, I thought maybe I should quit, because I couldn't yet imagine how small efforts could build this. But then I watched the people who eventually touched the sky, and none of them escaped the process, none of them learned to fly overnight. They simply kept returning to the work nobody sees, the daily quiet discipline repeated endlessly. One page written, one fear faced, one promise kept again. That's how impossible futures slowly enter human hands. Because mountains aren't climbed by staring at the peak, they're climbed by focusing calmly on the next step underneath your feet. The truth changed my spirit when exhaustion filled my chest. I stopped demanding instant victory and learned to trust the process instead. The process of becoming, the process of slow growth, the process where persistence builds strength inside the soul. A river shapes the canyon drop by drop through years. A tree reaches the heavens season after season through storms and tears. Nature itself reminds us great things require time, and anything truly meaningful demands a patient climb. Still people quit too early because progress feels too small, not realizing tiny movements eventually change it all. The strongest people walking are rarely the fastest ones alive. They're the ones who kept stepping even when they wanted to hide, even when results stayed distant, even when nights grew cold. They trusted every small effort was shaping something bold. And honestly, maybe that's the secret hidden inside every dream. Success belongs to those who survive the in-between, the quiet unseen seasons where faith is all you hold, where no applause is waiting, only your stubborn soul. So when the future overwhelms you, when the mountain blocks the light, don't think about forever, just take one more step tonight. Because every great destination, every legendary climb was built by ordinary people moving step by step through time. And one day you'll stand amazed at how far your feet have come. Not because you leaped instantly, but because you never stopped moving on. Yeah. When the night feels never ending and your strength is running thin, when the mountain still stands before you after everything you've given, when your heart begins to whisper, maybe I can't anymore, and the weight upon your shoulders drops you to the floor. There's a voice deeper than exhaustion, quiet but alive, calling through the silence, telling you to rise. One more step, that's what I tell myself. One more step, even when nothing helps, because this moment right now could change everything ahead. So don't surrender your future to the fear inside your head. One more step. I remember nights defeated, certain I'd reach my end. No strength left for tomorrow, no reason left to pretend. Dreams fell far away from me, hope felt paper thin, and every scar inside of my chest felt impossible to mend. But somehow in the darkness, a small fire still remained, not loud enough to save me instantly, but enough to say my name, enough to whisper softly, keep going through the pain. Just survive this moment, just stand once again. And honestly, that tiny voice changed my entire life, because greatness is not born from never losing fights. It's born in fragile moments where quitting feels so near, but you still choose another breath, another step through fear. One more step after heartbreak, one more step through doubt, one more step while the storm inside still screams to turn around. That's how people transform, not through giant leaps alone, but through countless tiny victories nobody else has known. The world celebrates endings, the trophies and the lights, but real courage lies quietly inside unfinished nights, inside tired hearts still moving, inside souls refusing death, inside people standing up again with barely any breath. And maybe that's the secret, hidden inside the climb. The future changes not all at once, but one step at a time. This moment matters deeply, more than yesterday's mistakes, more than fears about tomorrow, more than every heartbreak, because now is where life happens, now is where dreams survive, now is where defeated souls quietly decide to rise. So when the road feels endless and your spirit starts to bend, don't think about forever, just take one more step again. One more step through weakness, one more step through pain. choosing death, a soul still choosing courage. One more step, one more step, one more step. They told me keep your feet down low, don't chase what you can't control. Dreams like that don't come alive. Be realistic, survive. But every bridge we walk across was once a thought they call absurd. Every voice that changed the future started with a reckless word. If nobody dares too far, nothing ever changes where we are. Be realistic, demand the impossible, break the limits, make it unstoppable. Every wall can fall apart when a wild dream owns your heart. Don't just live inside the lines, don't let fear decide your life. The impossible is only real till someone shows the world it can be healed. Every legend looked delusional before the world believed their name. Every fire starts invisible before it rises into flames. You don't move the world by hiding, you don't grow by staying small. Sometimes faith means jumping first before you know the ground at all. Every giant leap begins with somebody risking everything. Be realistic, demand the impossible, turn your weakness into something powerful. Every dream that scares your soul might become your greatest role. Don't let normal kill your spark, don't let comfort dim the dark. The impossible is just a word used before the future's hurt. Yeah, they laugh before they listen, doubted every dream they feared. But history remembers forever the ones who disappeared into the impossible. So let them call you crazy tonight. You were never born to live a smaller life. Be realistic, demand the impossible, run through chaos, make it beautiful. Every scar and every fight can become a source of light. And someday when they speak your name, they'll say the whole world changed, because one soul refused to stay inside the limits yesterday. Demand the impossible and make the future real. I don't wanna live half-hearted, like I'm scared to feel too much. Why
Watching life through tinted windows, never really being touched. I've spent too many nights pretending that I'm fine, just getting by. But something deep inside keeps screaming, there's more than just surviving life. If this heart was made to break, then let it break for something real. Live to the point of tears, laugh through the pain and fear. Dream like your soul's on fire, burn higher and higher. I don't wanna leave this world without feeling every word, every scar. Every fight means I was alive tonight. Every moment that destroyed me also taught me how to breathe. Every goodbye left an echo that still lives inside of me. And maybe tears are proof of living, proof your heart was never numb, proof you cared enough to shatter instead of becoming someone cold. I'd rather hurt than never know what it means to feel this close. Live to the point of tears, stand through the darkest years, feel every wound and light, like stars inside the night. I don't wanna fade away without something real to say. Every fall, every cry means I truly lived this life. Yeah, this world can leave you broken, leave your heart out in the rain, but I'd rather feel the thunder than ever dance inside the pain. So if these tears are what it costs to know I really love, then let them fall tonight. Live to the point of tears, fight through the doubt and fears, hold every second tight, like it's your final night. And when my final moment comes, I know I didn't run. Every scar and every cry proved I was alive. To the point of tears, to the point of life, I was alive tonight. I kept my dreams behind locked doors, too afraid to lose it all. Watch the world keep moving forward while I stayed against the wall. Every chance looked like a danger, every risk felt way too deep. So I built my life around the safety fear could keep. But fear can steal your future slow, long before you even know. If you're afraid to fail, then you're already fading. Every dream you never chase becomes another ghost you're chasing. can fall 1,000 times, still become somebody bright, but fear will bury you alive before you even try. Nobody remembers silence, nobody remembers doubt. The people who ignite the world are the ones who fight it out. Yeah, the scars may last forever. Yeah, the pain can leave a mark, but regret is even colder than a broken, bleeding heart. Every fire starts with fear. The brave just move while shaking here. If you're afraid to fail, then you'll never know your power. Every second standing still becomes another dying hour. You can lose and still survive, crash and still come back alive, but fear will chain you to the ground if you never leave the line. Yeah, I know the fear is real, I know how the pressure feels, but nothing beautiful was born inside a soul that never risked at all. So let your hand shake tonight and still run toward the light. If you're afraid to fail, then you're already losing, but every fall can teach your heart the strength behind choosing. I'd rather burn than disappear, rather bleed than live in fear. So even if I fall tonight, at least I truly tried. Fear won't write my story now. I'd rather fall than never fly.
You can memorize the words, learn exactly what to say, smile at all the right moments, and still feel far away. You can stand before a crowd and speak with perfect sound, but if your heart is empty, people know somehow. Because truth has a heartbeat and lies don't survive long. People feel the difference between performance and a soul. If you wanna move somebody, you gotta feel it first. If you wanna light a fire, you gotta let yours burn. You can't fake belief, you can't manufacture tears. The deepest kind of honesty is something people hear. I used to hide my feelings, afraid to look weak. Thought strength was sounding certain, never letting my voice shake when I speak. But the moments that changed me were never polished clean. They were messy, raw, human, and painfully seen. A trembling voice can heal someone more than perfect lines. 'Cause broken hearts recognize the truth between the signs. If you wanna move somebody, you gotta break inside. If you wanna give them hope, you gotta fight for your own light. If you never touch the darkness, you can't lead through the night. And if you don't truly believe, you can't make others see the light. People don't follow perfection, they follow what feels real. The ones who truly change the world are the ones who deeply feel. A song becomes immortal when the singer means every word. A dream becomes contagious when conviction can be heard. And maybe that's the reason some voices never fade, because they gave their whole hearts, not just what sounded safe. I remember hearing someone cry while singing through the pain, and somehow all my loneliness didn't feel the same. Not because they fixed me or had the perfect view, but because their honest emotion felt painfully true. And that truth became a bridge between their soul and mine, a reminder that sincerity still survives time. If you wanna move somebody, don't hide behind a mask. Don't speak about love if you've never let it last. Don't preach about courage if fear still owns your name. Don't ask people to believe if you won't do the same. Because hearts don't open to flawless design, they open when another heart finally speaks honestly for the first time. So let your voice shake, let your tears fall down. Real emotion echoes louder than the strongest crowd. And maybe the deepest power a human soul can give is the courage to feel deeply and let the world feel it. If you wanna move somebody, you gotta feel it first. That's how souls awaken, that's how hearts are stirred. Not through perfect speeches, not through empty light, but through a human being burning honestly inside.
Everybody waits for miracles, something bigger than themselves. But history was never written by the ones who stood and watched. Every dream begins unnoticed, every fire starts small. One heartbeat against the silence can become the loudest call. Maybe change begins with one brave step into the unknown. One small step can change a life. One brave spark can light the night. What feels tiny in your hands could become something larger than the world understands. Every movement starts somewhere, every soul that chose to dare. One small step is all it takes to make a giant leap someday. While the people called them reckless, all the dreamers called insane. But the ones who change tomorrow were the ones who face the rain. You don't need to move a mountain, you don't need to know the end. All you need is just the courage to begin before you're ready yet. Every future that we know started with someone saying go. One small step can break the chains, one bold heart can shift the waves. What seems small beneath your feet could become the thing the world will always see. Every revolution starts inside one fearless heart. One small step is all it takes to make a giant leap someday. Maybe we are born afraid, but not born to stay the same. Every star we dream about was once hidden in the dark. So take the step, even if your voice shakes, even if the whole world doubts. One small step can change the sky. One true dream can never die. Every moment that you choose to move forward lights the fuse. And someday when they look behind, they'll remember this one night when one small step became the start of something greater than ourselves. One small step, one giant leap starts with you.
I used to walk into rooms with my guard held high, waiting for people to prove why they deserved my time. Measuring every silence, watching every word, searching for rejection before it even occurred. I thought connection happened when somebody reached for me, but maybe I had it backwards. Maybe love begins differently. Maybe the secret is simple, maybe it always was. You don't wait to be understood, you choose to understand first. If you wanna reach somebody, love first. Before the fear, before the doubt hurts, before asking will they like me, open your own heart. Because people bloom differently when kindness starts. Most hearts aren't cold, they're just afraid. Most walls weren't built to push away. People carry loneliness hidden in their eyes, waiting for somebody gentle to finally recognize. And maybe the moment changes when one person decides to stop standing at a distance and step closer with light. Not trying to impress, not trying to win, just honestly caring about the soul within. If you wanna know somebody, love first. See the hidden pain behind the surface. Every human being softens when they feel seen. others who changed my life somehow, not because they were perfect, but because they made me feel alive. Allowed to be awkward, allowed to be real, allowed to exist without hiding what I feel. And I realized afterward the reason I stayed wasn't what they said exactly, but the warmth they gave. People don't open because you're impressive or smart. They open because they feel safe inside your heart. So maybe love is courage more than chemistry, the courage to care first without certainty, the courage to smile warmly before you know the end, the courage to risk rejection just to become a friend. Because the world changes softly, one honest heart at a time, and the people who love deeply leave the deepest light behind. If you wanna reach somebody, love first, don't wait forever for the universe. Somebody has to begin it, somebody has to try, and maybe the connection you're seeking starts the moment you decide to stop protecting your heart like it's meant to stay closed, and start giving kindness freely wherever you go. Because human hearts mirror the love they receive, and sometimes all it takes is someone willing to believe. So I'll walk into this world with my heart unlocked, not waiting to be chosen, but choosing love first. I used to wear my anger like armor on my chest, holding on to every wound like pain proved I was strong instead. I replayed every moment, every word that cut too deep, thinking if I held the hurt then I would never look weak. But bitterness grows heavy the longer that it stays, and revenge becomes a prison built from yesterday. The weakest hearts hold hatred like it keeps them safe inside, but strength is learning how to loosen your own pride. Forgiveness isn't weakness, it's the strongest thing to do. 'Cause letting go of pain takes more strength than holding on to it too. Anyone can stay angry, anyone can blame, but it takes a powerful soul to walk away unchanged by hate. I thought forgiving meant pretending nothing hurt, like I had to erase the scars or bury what occurred. But forgiveness isn't silence, and it doesn't mean it's fine. It means I won't let your darkness become part of mine. Because pain spreads easily from wounded hand to hand, and broken people often try to make others understand. But someone has to end it, someone has Weakest hearts need enemies, need someone else to blame. But stronger souls find peace without feeding the flame. Oh, forgiveness isn't weakness, it's freedom in disguise. It's refusing to let resentment control your entire life. It's saying you hurt me deeply, but I won't live in chains. I won't carry your shadow through every future day. I've seen people destroyed slowly by anger they protect, turning old pain into identity till they forget themselves. And honestly, that scares me more than being betrayed, to become so consumed by hurt that kindness fades away. Because strength isn't domination or making others fall. Sometimes strength is simply still having love at all, still being gentle afterward, still choosing not to harden, still believing human hearts deserve another pardon. Maybe forgiveness heals the person giving it to. Maybe letting go of hatred lets your own soul breathe through. Not because the wound was small, not because the pain was light, but because your spirit matters more than winning every fight. The strongest people I've known were never cruel or loud. They carried pain with dignity without turning bitter or proud. And somehow their softness felt stronger than rage, like peace itself was power, quietly standing on the stage. Forgiveness isn't weakness, it's courage at its peak. Because only strong hearts can stay gentle after grief. So I'll put down the anger before it buries me alive. Because I'd rather lose the hatred than lose the person inside. And maybe that's true strength at the end of every storm. Not how hard you learn to fight, but how human you remain through it all. Oh yeah. Everybody wants the moment when the dream finally arrives, the shining breakthrough everyone sees, the sudden change in life. But people rarely notice what happened long before, the quiet days of effort behind the unopened door. Because dreams are never captured in one dramatic night. They're built through small decisions, repeated through the fight. Little by little, that's how mountains move. Little by little, that's how hearts break through. Yeah. The smallest steps repeated can create unbelievable strength. And one day you'll surprise yourself by how far your soul has changed. Yeah. I used to think success would come like lightning in the dark. One perfect opportunity, one giant leap to start. But life kept teaching slowly, that growth works differently. The strongest people rise through quiet consistency. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah. One morning waking early, yeah. 1 hour practicing alone, yeah. One promise kept in silence, one seed carefully sown. At first it feels like nothing, like no progress has been made, but roots are growing secretly, even underneath the rain. A river shapes the canyon, drop by drop through years, and even stars are born slowly beyond what first appears. That's why patience matters, that's why persistence wins, because small efforts repeated eventually become strength within. I remember days exhausted, feeling far from every goal, wondering if these tiny actions could ever change my soul. But then one day I realized I was stronger than before, not from one huge moment, but from all the small ones stored. All the times I kept going when nobody else could see, all the times I stayed faithful to the future inside me. That's how unbelievable power grows, quietly over time, not through instant greatness, but through surviving the climb. Most people quit too early because results arrive so slow. Not understanding greatness begins beneath what others know, beneath repetition, beneath discipline, beneath ordinary moments where true dreams begin. And honestly, maybe that's beautiful, because it means anyone can rise if they protect their small efforts long enough through the nights. You don't need perfection, you don't need giant wings, you just need enough courage to continue building little things. One page, one workout, one step through fear again. That's how impossible futures slowly enter human hands. So don't despise small beginnings, don't lose heart today. Every legendary journey was built exactly this way. Little by little, yeah, dreams become alive. Little by little, human beings rise. And someday you'll look backward at the person you once were, and barely recognize the strength built through all the small things endured. Because unbelievable power is never born all at once, it's created through thousands of moments where you chose not to run. I used to think the distance came from everyone around, like people were unreachable, like love just couldn't be found. I blame the silence in the room, the coldness in their eyes, never realizing I was hiding too inside. I waited to be welcomed before I'd show my heart, waiting for somebody else to make the first start. loneliness has echoes that come from deep within. And sometimes the locked door was never locked by them. The walls between us were built by my own hands, brick by brick, from fear and things I didn't understand. I called it being careful, I called it protecting me, but maybe all along I was building my own prison quietly. I thought rejection waited behind every hello, so I stayed behind my silence and never let myself be known. I assumed people judge me before they even could, and treated every stranger like they misunderstood. But fear paints false pictures across the human mind, and sometimes what we expect is exactly what we find. Because people feel hesitation, people mirror doubt, and the walls we think surround us are often built from the inside out. The walls between us were built by my own fear, not by the world rejecting me, but by never stepping near. And once I saw the truth, everything changed somehow. The distance wasn't theirs, it was mine till now. So I started smiling first, started saying names, started letting awkward moments exist without shame. And suddenly the world softened, not perfectly but enough to realize human connection begins when someone chooses trust. Maybe most people aren't cold, maybe they're afraid to, waiting for somebody brave enough to make the first move. Maybe every heart carries invisible defense, and kindness is the thing that slowly climbs the fence. Cause fear keeps building borders till nobody gets through, but openness creates spaces where something real can bloom. The walls between us can disappear tonight, not because the world changed, but because I stopped hiding inside. I stopped assuming hatred before giving people light. Stopped treating every moment like something I should fight. And honestly, it felt freeing to finally understand. The world became much warmer when I unclenched my hands. So if I feel disconnected, if life feels far away, maybe the first thing changing should be the walls I made. Because the hardest barriers are often never seen, not built from other people, but from what lives inside me. And maybe being human means learning this somehow. The world opens differently the moment we reach out.
Nothing moves unless you do. I spent too many nights just waiting for a sign to change my life, thinking someday things would happen if I held on long enough inside. You gotta step into the fire. I was scared of getting broken, scared to fail and lose control. So I stayed inside the silence while regret consumed my soul. But fear won't build a future, and doubt won't make you free. The only way to find yourself is becoming who you need to be. Every dream begins the same, with one step into the pain. Nothing works unless you do. Nothing's waiting there for you. Every chance can disappear if you let another year. You can fall, you can bruise, but at least you had the guts to choose. If you wanna touch the sky, you gotta risk the chance to fly. Yeah, I waited far too long, thinking someday I'd be strong, but strength was never something found. It's built the moment you stand your ground. Nothing works unless you do. That's the heart and honest truth. No more hiding, no more fear. My time is finally here. Even if I lose tonight, I'll know I gave this dream my life. And when the world tries to pull me down, I'll still move forward now. Nothing moves unless you do.
When the sky turns into gray and the light just fades away, feels like everything you knew disappears from view. Every step gets hard to see, like the world lost clarity, like the sun is gone for good, but it never could. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's gone. Sometimes all the light you need is waiting just beyond. There is always light behind the clouds, even when the storm is screaming loud. You don't have to see to know it's there. Every dark moment still holds a flare. You don't lose the sun at night, you don't lose it when you cry. It's just hidden for a while, waiting just hold your ground. You don't have to feel what you can't see, because the light is still there, waiting to be free. Ooh, behind the clouds, still light. Everybody wants to matter. Everybody wants respect. Even the strongest person carries invisible regrets. You never know the battles someone hides behind their eyes, how much shame they've swallowed just trying to survive. And maybe being human is simpler than we think. Not power, fame, or glory, but kindness at the brink. The most human thing you can do is never make someone feel small. Never use another person's weakness just to stand tall, because dignity is fragile and hearts bruise easily. Sometimes a single moment stays forever silently. I remember being younger, feeling laughed at in a room, wanting to disappear completely, like shame consumed all the air too soon. And years later I still carry the sound of careless words, not because they were loud, but because they deeply hurt. That's when I understood how powerful people can be, not by breaking someone down, but protecting their humanity. The strongest souls I've known were never cruel or proud. They made nervous people comfortable. Even inside a crowd, they listened without judgment. They spoke without attack. And once they gave you a dignity, you never forgot that, because embarrassment cuts deeply long after moments end, and kindness leaves a warmth that people carry with them. The most human thing you can do is let people keep their light, even when they stumble, even when they're not alright. Not exposing every weakness, not turning pain to entertainment, but creating little spaces where people feel safe again. Maybe love looks like patience, maybe respect looks soft, maybe humanity is found in the moments no one talks about, like helping someone quietly without needing praise, or changing the subject gently to save somebody's face. Because everyone is fighting something hard to name, and nobody deserves to drown inside their shame. The world already wounds enough without us adding more. So why not become the kind of person who helps people breathe once more? I don't wanna leave behind a trail of broken pride. I wanna be remembered as someone safe inside, someone who saw embarrassment another soul, not because they earned it, but because you know what it feels like to tremble, what it feels like to fall, and how one gentle person can heal it all. So I'll choose softer hands, softer words tonight, because making someone feel seen is its own kind of light. And maybe real humanity is beautifully small, just making sure nobody feels ashamed at all. I used to point my finger at everything around, waiting for the world to shift, waiting for love to be found. I said people never listen, nothing ever changes here. But all my words meant nothing while I stood frozen in fear. Because complaining feels easier than becoming something new. It's easier to demand change than live the truth. If you want the world to change, be the movement first, be the voice, be the action, even when it hurts. Don't wait for somebody else to become the light. Transformation starts the moment you decide to fight. I wanted people kinder while bitterness lived in me. Wanted honesty from others while hiding what I feel deeply. Wanted love and understanding without learning how to give. Wanted peace surrounding me while anger shaped the way I lived. And one day it hit me quietly, like thunder without sound. The change I kept demanding had to start from my own ground. Because people mirror energy more than they mirror words, and actions echo louder than speeches ever heard. If you want the world to soften, show gentleness first. If you want more honesty, speak your own truth first. If you want somebody braver, stand against your fear. The strongest transformations begin right here. History never changed because people stayed still. It changed because somebody chose to move against the will. Someone chose compassion in a world addicted to pride. Someone chose forgiveness when revenge felt justified. Someone chose to stand up before anyone agreed, and became the living proof of what the world could be. That's how change is born, not through waiting endlessly, but through one soul deciding. This begins with me. I know it feels frustrating, watching people stay the same, watching hate repeat itself like an endless flame. But fire spreads slowly single spark, and even one honest heart can light up the dark. So I'll stop asking others to become what I avoid. I'll become the example before making noise, because leadership isn't power or controlling every soul. It's carrying a vision strong enough to pull. And maybe the deepest influence doesn't shout or force. Maybe real transformation begins through quiet course, through consistency, through living what you say, through becoming the reason someone else finds their way. If you want the world to heal, heal something in yourself. If you want more love around you, learn to give it first, because the future changes slowly, one decision at a time, and every revolution begins inside a human mind. So I'll become the movement instead of waiting endlessly, because the change I wanna see starts breathing inside me. Another night staring at the ceiling, thinking about the days I let escape. Always waiting for the right moment, while my whole life slowly changed. Everybody says be careful, don't go chasing reckless dreams, but I don't wanna wake up someday wondering what I could have been if this life disappears so fast. I don't wanna live it looking back. I wanna do something worth remembering, something that survives the end, something bigger than my fear, something louder than regret. I don't wanna fade away like I never lived a day before my time is gone. I wanna leave a mark, do something worth remembering. Every scar, every wrong direction, every risk I was afraid to take, built the walls around my heartbeat till I almost lost my flame. But maybe we were never meant to live a life that feels this small. Maybe we were born to burn bright, even if we crash and fall. I'd rather break than never try. At least I know I felt alive. I wanna do something worth remembering, something they can't forget, something real enough to let go long after I've left. I don't care how hard it gets, I don't care about the scars I get before my time is gone. I wanna leave a spark, do something worth remembering. One day we'll disappear, that's what makes this moment real. So why live safe? Why stay afraid? If my heart is beating now, then I gotta live it loud. I won't waste another second. I wanna do something worth remembering, something that outlives me, something written in the hearts of everyone I meet.
remembering, worth remembering before it all fades away. Every time I thought I had it, it slipped right through my hands. Every dream I tried to hold turned to dust like shifting sand. People talk like there's a finish line, like winners never bleed. But every hero that I know has fallen to their knees. Maybe failure's not the enemy, maybe it's the price we pay to see. Failure is inevitable, success is hard to hold. One can break your bones apart, one can leave you cold. But I'd rather lose 1,000 times than never even try. 'Cause somewhere in the fall tonight, I still feel alive. Every scar became a lesson, every loss became a name of another version of myself that never stayed the same. Maybe victory's a shadow, maybe it was never meant to stay. Maybe all that really matters is who you become along the way. I'm done chasing certainty, I just wanna be free. Failure is inevitable, success can disappear. One can leave you shattered, one can feed your fear. But I'd rather stand here broken than regret what I never tried. Even when I lose again, I know I'm still alive. Yeah, I've been scared, yeah, I've been low, watch my dreams come and go. But every time I hit the ground, I found a reason not to stop now. Failure is inevitable, success may never stay. But I won't waste this life of mine waiting for someday. If I burn, then let me burn. If I fall, let me fly. At least I'll know before I'm gone. I gave this world my life. Failure is inevitable, but so is trying again.
My mother never spoke in gold, never chased applause. She taught me through the quiet things, through discipline and loss. She said the world is heavy enough, don't make it harder still. Learn to carry more than yourself, that's strength, not just will. And when I lost my temper, or let my selfishness win. I saw disappointment in her eyes that cut deeper than my skin. She taught me a person should think of others too. The kindness means nothing if it's only convenient for you. She taught me that losing control so carelessly was something close to shame, because dignity begins internally. I didn't understand it then. Thought freedom meant doing what I pleased. Thought power meant speaking loudly, never bending to anyone's needs. But time has a way of teaching what youth ignores too fast. And now her words return to me like echoes built to last. Because selfishness grows easy in a world obsessed with self, and discipline disappears quietly when comfort becomes wealth. But character is built in the moments no one sees, and how you hold your anger, and how you choose your speech, and whether you can sacrifice without demanding praise, and whether you stay grounded when life becomes a maze. My mother said, a heart without restraint can destroy itself. A person who only chases desire eventually becomes empty. And now I see people everywhere, ruled by every mood, breaking others with careless words, calling recklessness truth. But strength isn't loud emotion or getting everything you crave. Sometimes strength is silence, sometimes it's how you behave, sometimes it's swallowing pride to protect another soul, sometimes it's standing steady when chaos wants control. And maybe love looks different than what the world defines. Maybe real love is discipline hidden inside kindness, the patience to listen gently when you'd rather walk away, the courage to put others first, even on your hardest days. I carry her voice within me, even now that I've grown. A quiet moral compass that still guides me home. Not toward perfection, not toward being admired, but toward becoming someone who can be trusted when life gets tired. Because the people who change the world are rarely driven by greed. They're the ones who learned early how to serve before they lead. And maybe that's true greatness, not power, wealth, or fame, but mastering yourself enough to protect another from pain. So when I lose my balance or selfishness appears, I still hear my mother softly across the years. Think beyond yourself, hold your spirit carefully, because a human life means little without integrity. And maybe the deepest wisdom a parent can ever give is teaching someone quietly how a good heart should live. You carry anger like a loaded gun. Every word cuts like a wire tongue. Every room starts shaking when you walk inside, like a storm with nowhere left to hide. All the bitterness inside you
scar became another wall. Every pain became a battle call. You keep screaming at the sky above, but never learn the shape of love. Maybe all the things that broke your heart left a spark inside the dark. And maybe all the hate you hold is just hurt that never healed at all. You could burn the world to ash, or become the fire that lasts. If your hate could turn electric, it could light the whole world tonight. All the chaos in your bloodstream could become a reason to survive. You got lightning in your hands, strong enough to make a stand, but you decide what you ignite, the dark or the light. You know what anger feels like a war you can't escape, but every flame can guide the lost or leave nothing in its way. So what are you becoming now? A fire that destroys, or a fire that gives warmth to every broken voice? If your hate could turn electric, it could light the whole world bright. Every wound and every failure could become your reason why. You got thunder in your chest. You don't have to be possessed. Turn the pain into a light and electrify the night. Electric hate or electric light. You decide tonight.
I spent years building armor, perfect smile, steady hands, trying to look unshaken, trying to look like I understand. I thought strength meant hiding every crack beneath my skin, never letting people see the chaos living within. So I kept conversations shallow, kept my distance safe, afraid that if they saw the real me, they would walk away. But loneliness grows quietly behind carefully built walls, and hearts can't truly touch when nobody risks the fall. You can't receive real love without showing where you ache, and you can't truly help somebody without revealing what made you break. Because healing speaks deepest through honest scars, not through pretending we've never fallen apart. I remember hearing someone speak openly about pain, not polished, not perfect, just human and unashamed. And somehow in that moment, something inside me moved, because truth recognizes truth the second it comes through. That vulnerability felt stronger than every mask I wore, like honesty itself opened some hidden door. Maybe people don't connect through perfection or pride. maybe connection begins the moment defenses die. Because everybody's carrying wounds hidden beneath the skin, and pretending to be flawless only keeps us trapped within. You can't receive comfort if nobody knows you're hurting, and you can't offer healing if your own heart stays hidden. The people who changed my life never acted invincible. They simply had the courage to become visible, to say I've been broken too. I know what fear becomes, and suddenly pain felt lighter, because I wasn't alone anymore. There's something sacred about a trembling truth, something stronger than confidence inside honest wounds. Because weakness shared openly turns strangers into light, turns silence into understanding, turns darkness into life. I used to fear exposure, like weakness meant defeat, but now I see hiding forever only made me incomplete. The strongest souls I've known could admit when they were scared, and somehow that honesty made everyone around them less afraid. Maybe that's what humanity is, not proving we never bleed, but showing each other gently what it means to heal and need. You can't receive real love behind a locked disguise, and you can't truly give it without opening your own eyes. Because hearts recognize honesty far beyond perfect words, and brokenness shared sincerely can become the deepest cure. So I'll stop hiding my weakness like it's something to erase. Maybe the very parts I feel are what allow connection in the first place. And maybe all real healing begins the exact same way, with one person brave enough to finally say, this is where I hurt, this is who I am, and trust in another soul enough to let them understand. Before the world can stop you, before the road turns cold, there's a quieter decision already taken hold. A sentence inside your spirit, a voice beneath your skin, telling you who you'll become before you even begin. If you say I can do this, your heart begins to rise, your feet move toward tomorrow, your soul starts reaching higher skies. But if you whisper I can't long enough through fear and pain, you slowly build a prison and learn to wear the chains. Because whether you believe you can or believe you never will, your thoughts become the truth, your spirit starts to fill. You're right either way. The mind decides to climb, your belief becomes the pathway. You walk through life in time. I used to doubt my future before I took a step, defeating myself quietly with fear and regret. I blamed the world around me, blame luck, blame fate. But honestly, my thinking had already closed the gate. Because when you expect defeat, you stop giving your all. You stop seeing possibilities standing beyond the wall. You hesitate longer, you quit before the pain, and then you call the outcome proof you were never made. But people who believe in growth move differently somehow. Even when the road gets darker, even when they don't know how, they keep learning through failure, keep rising after falls. Because faith creates endurance when nothing else responds. That's why belief matters more than people understand. A strong mind can carry a trembling pair of hands toward impossible places, toward futures still unseen, toward the life waiting quietly beyond what fear has been. And honestly, the saddest thing is not losing once or twice. It's deciding you are powerless before you've even fought for your life. A dream can survive rejection, a heart can survive scars, but hopeless thinking slowly forgets how powerful human beings are. So guard the voice inside you, it shapes the years ahead. The words you repeat daily become the life you live instead. I'll learn, I'll grow, I'll keep moving through the night. Those thoughts become the fuel that helps the soul survive the fight. And maybe the greatest battle is not outside at all. Maybe it's the war inside your mind that decides whether you rise or fall. Because belief changes action, and action changes fate. Little by little through time, that's how lives are made. So choose your thoughts carefully, choose what your spirit obeys. Because whether you believe in possibility or surrender to fear, always you're right. Either way, you're right. Either way. Yeah. At the end of every journey, when the lights begin to fade, no one asked how easy the road was that you made. No one counts the comfort or the days you played it safe. What remains is how much courage you poured into your fate. Because life is not measured by the years that simply pass, but by the fire you protected while walking through the dark. by the nights you kept believing when nothing made sense yet, by the effort you continued giving, even drowning in regret. Our lives are worth the effort that we give, the love, the pain, the passion inside the way we live. Not the trophies, not the fame, not applause that disappears, but the strength to keep on fighting through the hardest years. I used to think success alone would give my life its worth, like reaching some destination would finally prove my birth. But then I met exhausted souls who never reached the top, yet something in their eyes still burned, a light that never stopped, because they gave themselves completely to the dreams inside their chest. And even through defeat, there was beauty in the test. A person who truly struggles for something real and deep carries more life within them than hearts that stay asleep. That's why effort matters more than perfect outcomes do, 'cause trying with your whole soul changes the person inside you. Every sacrifice teaches, every hardship leaves a mark. Every moment you continue builds another kind of heart. And honestly, maybe meaning was never found at the end. Maybe it lives in the process of becoming again and again, and waking up exhausted and still choosing to rise, and standing after failure with tears still in your eyes. That's where human greatness lives, not in untouched perfection, but in flawed hearts refusing to abandon direction. The world may celebrate winners, but time remembers more. The people who gave everything even when life became war. The ones who loved deeply, the ones who carried pain, the ones who kept creating through storms and endless rain. Because a life without effort slowly fades away. Comfort may protect the body, but struggle shapes the soul each day. A river becomes powerful because it keeps moving stone, and human beings discover meaning by giving all they own. So don't fear hard work, don't fear scars from the climb. A meaningful life was never built by standing still through time. One day when you look backward at the road your feet went through, the moments you'll treasure most won't be what came easy to you. They'll be the battles survived, the dreams you dared defend, the effort you kept giving again and again. Because our lives become valuable not by how safely we exist, but by how much of our spirit we willingly give to this. And maybe that is the purpose hidden inside the pain, to become someone worthy of the effort we gave along the way.
I spend too much time standing still, for the world to change, watching days just disappear while I slowly faded gray. But something woke inside my chest, like a fire I can't control, saying you were born for more than just surviving through it all. One life, one chance, one heartbeat tonight. I don't wanna waste mine. I'm gonna live till I die, burn so bright I light the sky. Take every risk, cross every line. I won't just watch my life go by, even if it breaks me down, even if I hit the ground. I'll scream my truth into the night. I'm gonna live till I die. I don't wanna play it safe, I don't wanna fade away. I'd rather crash into the storm than never feel the rain. Every scar becomes a story, every wound becomes a sign that I was really here alive, not just killing time. No fear, no chains, no looking behind. This moment is mine. I'm gonna live till I die, run so fast I outrun time. Love too hard, dream too wild, leave a fire burning bright. Even when the world says stop, even when my body drops, I'll hold on to this reckless light. I'm gonna live till I die. One day the lights will all go dark, one day this heart will lose its spark. But not tonight, not tonight. I still got air inside my lungs, still got songs left unsung, so I'll keep screaming at the sky. I'm gonna live till I die, with open arms and fearless eyes. Take every fall, survive the climb, turn every wound into a light. And when my final moment comes, oh no, I didn't waste this life. I gave everything inside. I lived till I died, till I died, till I die. I'm alive tonight. Every road begins with silence, every future starts unknown. We are standing at the crossroads, with the weight of who we'll become. People blame the stars above them, blame the world, the past, the pain. But deep inside every heartbeat, there's a choice that shapes our name. Not fate, not fear, not destiny. The power lives inside of me. The strongest because the pain is magic, but because you chose to grow. There's no hero born unshaken, no one strong without the fall. What defines the human spirit is the choice to stand through all. We become what we repeat. Every choice becomes belief. The strongest force of growth begins inside the fire, deep within. Every dream, every climb starts with one decision in time. We can run or face the storm, stay the same or be reborn. The strongest truth inside mankind is the power of choice. Tonight, the world can leave you broken, leave your heart out in the rain, but nobody can take the moment you decide to rise again. That's where change is born. That's where life begins. The strongest force of growth begins inside the courage to begin. Every wound, every scar can become who we truly are. And even when the night feels long, we still choose to carry on. The strongest thing a soul can do is choose the light when darkness moves. The choice is where growth begins inside of us. Tonight.
Everybody wants the spotlight, wants the name in lights, wants to be the chosen one, standing in the bright. But I've learned something quieter, something soft but true. The people who lift others up carry beauty too. You don't lose your light by letting someone shine. You don't become smaller by being kind. Give the flowers away, watch the fragrance stay. What you place in someone else's hands never fades away. Lift somebody higher, speak life into their soul. 'Cause generosity leaves traces long after letting go. I used to think success was proving I was enough, always chasing recognition, always needing love. But the happiest moments never came from praise. They came from seeing someone smile because I helped them find their way. A quiet word of kindness, a hand when someone falls. Sometimes the smallest gesture becomes the biggest gift of all, because hearts remember warmth longer than applause, and kindness leaves a perfume no darkness can dissolve. Give the flowers away, don't hold beauty tight. The people who create more joy carry more light. You don't lose compassion when you freely give. The sweetest parts of being human are found in helping others live. I remember people who believed in me first when my confidence was broken and my spirit hurt. They didn't gain attention, didn't ask for anything, but somehow their kindness still echoes within me. And now I understand why their presence stayed, 'cause goodness leaves a fragrance that never fully fades. The world teaches competition, teaches people to compare, but love grows differently when people truly care. There's enough light for everybody, enough sky for every star, and helping someone bloom doesn't dim who you are. Maybe that's the secret to a meaningful life. Not how much you collect, but how much beauty you leave behind. Because selfishness disappears quickly, but kindness lingers on, like the scent of flowers long after they are gone. Give the flowers away, even if no one sees. The soul becomes softer through generosity, and maybe the most beautiful people are quietly this way, leaving traces of warmth in every life they touch each day. So I'll celebrate others without fear tonight, because love multiplies itself every time we give light. And when this life is over, I don't wanna be remembered for how loudly I was praised, but for how gently I helped others remember that they were worthy too, that they could still bloom, because one kind heart can completely change a room. Give the flowers away, the fragrance stays with you. Everybody loves you when the lights are on, when your words sound perfect, when nothing has gone wrong. Everybody cheers louder when you win in the race, when confidence is written clearly on your face. But the truth about loyalty doesn't live in easy days. It reveals itself quietly when everything breaks. A real friend stays beside you, even when you fall apart, even when you're wrong sometimes and drowning in the dark. Because standing with perfection is easy for anyone, but staying through the mess, that's where true love comes. comes from. I remember nights I ruined, conversations with my pride, moments I was difficult, trying to hide what hurt inside. And some people disappear quickly the moment things get hard, but a few stay close enough to see beyond the scars. Not excusing all my failures, not pretending I was right, but refusing to abandon me in the middle of the fight. That kind of love changes you more than praise ever could, because being fully seen and still accepted feels too good. Everybody celebrates you when the world agrees, but true friendship is revealed when life drops to your knees. When you're embarrassed, when you lose your way, when you become hard to handle, and someone still stays. Not because they love your mistakes, not because they're blind, but because they see your heart beyond one broken night. A real friend tells the truth, even when it stings, but never makes you feel like you're beyond redeeming. They don't disappear quietly at the first imperfect scene, because they understand being human means becoming messy in between. And honestly, we all need someone who can hold both things at once. Someone who sees the flaws clearly, but still remembers who we are underneath it all. Because life will humble everybody sooner or later somehow, and one day you'll need somebody who won't leave you there alone and bow down. The strongest friendships aren't built on endless perfect days. They're built through forgiveness, through surviving hard ways, through arguments and healing, through truth that doesn't run, through choosing each other again after damage has been done. A real friend stays beside you, not only when you shine, but when shame fills the silence and you can't look them in the eyes. That kind of loyalty feels almost holy somehow, because it says I see your worst and I'm still here right now. Everybody loves the winner, everybody claps for right, but true friendship reveals itself in the middle of the night. When you're broken, when you're human, when you've lost your way, and somebody chooses not to walk away. So if I become that person for somebody else someday, then maybe that's the deepest kind of love a human heart can give away.
I used to think that losing meant that I was never strong enough. Every scar felt like a sentence, every tear felt permanent. So I kept fighting every shadow hearts never break, wearing pressure like an armor, till I couldn't feel my face. But life was never made for undefeated hearts. Sometimes you have to accept you can't win all the time. Sometimes the strongest soul is the one that survives. Every fall becomes a lesson, everyone becomes a light. You don't have to conquer everything, just keep moving through the night. There were dreams that slipped right through me, people I could never save, moments I replay forever, wishing I had changed the way. But maybe being human means some battles leave a scar, and maybe peace begins when you stop fighting who you are. Not every storm is yours to tame, not every loss deserves the blame. Sometimes you have to accept you can't win every war. Sometimes your heart gets shattered and still learns what it's for. Every ending leaves an echo, every dark can birth a spark. You don't need to be invincible to survive a broken heart. Yeah, I wanted every answer, wanted every dream to stay, but life keeps turning pages even when we beg it not to change. So I'll stop chasing perfection and start breathing again tonight. Sometimes you have to accept you can't win all the time, but losing doesn't mean you failed this life. Every scar becomes a story, every pain becomes a guide, and even when I lose the battle, I won't lose myself inside. Not every battle was meant to be won. Some were meant to make you stronger.
It's easy to be gentle when everything goes right. Easy to wear kindness in the soft and quiet nights. Easy to smile politely, to say the perfect things when no one feels offended and nobody bleeds. But pressure changes people, it strips the surface thin, and conflict has a way of showing what lives within. You don't really know someone until the voices rise. until anger fills the room and truth escapes disguise. Because character is revealed not in comfort but in strain, in how someone holds their heart when they're drowning in their pain. I used to judge by charm, by how warm somebody seemed, but some people shine beautifully until they don't get what they need. And suddenly the softness fades, the patience disappears, and hidden parts of who they are come screaming through the fear. Some people weaponize your secrets just to win the fight. Some throw love away carelessly the moment they feel slighted inside, and others still stay careful even while they ache, choosing not to destroy you just because they break. That's when you see the difference between ego and grace, between someone protecting pride and someone protecting hearts in pain. You don't really know someone until they're deeply hurt, until disappointment burns them and pressure makes it worse. 'Cause anyone can look kind when life is going smooth, but conflict reveals the soul far more than comfort ever could. I remember one conversation that changed the way I saw someone I thought I understood, until we went to war. The anger wasn't what hurt most, it was how quickly they tried to make me feel small and worthless just to stand taller inside. And from that moment onward, I understood somehow that real love protects dignity, even in breakdowns. Because mature hearts argue differently, they don't need to destroy. They speak with pain and honesty without using cruelty for joy. They know some words stay forever, long after tempers fade. And strong people don't leave scars just because they feel betrayed. Maybe the true test of character isn't success or charm, but whether someone keeps humanity even while falling apart. Can they stay respectful when emotions overflow? Can they still see your heart in the middle of their own? Because conflict is a mirror, and rage removes disguise, showing whether love was real or simply convenient all this time. You don't really know someone until the worst appears, until disappointment shakes them and exposes hidden fears. That's when the soul speaks loudly without rehearsed replies, and only then can you truly see the person behind the eyes. So now I watch more carefully, not when life feels safe and warm, but how people carry love inside the middle of the storm. Because anyone can seem beautiful under a peaceful sky, but true character is revealed when the voices rise.
Spilled coffee on my white shirt. Missed the train and lost my phone. Thought the world was out to get me on another Monday morning, alone. Every plan I tried to follow fell apart in some new way. But somewhere in the middle of the chaos, I started laughing anyway. Maybe life's too short to fight every little storm tonight. Everything is funny if you can laugh at it. Every broken moment, every little mess we live in, all the scars and all the pain. Sometimes sunshine, sometimes rain, but life gets lighter somehow when you laugh out loud. I've cried over things that now seem silly, stayed awake over words long gone, built disasters in my head that disappear by dawn. Maybe we're all just human, trying hard to play it right, but the universe keeps reminding us nobody's perfect all the time. So if the world falls out of place, maybe a smile right in its face. Everything is funny if you can laugh at it. Every wrong direction, every time you barely made it, all the awkward memories become stories eventually, and even heartbreak loses weight when you smile through the pain. Yeah, life can hit you hard sometimes, leave your heart out in the rain. But laughter turns the darkest nights into something we can face. Maybe joy's not found in perfect endings, maybe it's surviving them together. Everything is funny if you can laugh at it. Every shattered dream, every beautiful accident, all the highs and all the lows, every road nobody knows. Life feels brighter somehow when you laugh right now. Laugh at it, laugh through it. That's how we survive it.
I used to think words vanished the moment they were said, like smoke disappearing quietly into the air instead. But some sentences stay forever, long after voices fade. living deep inside someone, like scars that never change. A single phrase can lift you, a single phrase can break, and people rarely realize the weight their language makes. Words are like equations, careful how you use them, because one drop of darkness can change the whole conclusion. You can build somebody up for years, help them slowly shine, but one cruel moment spoken wrong can poison all the light. I remember compliments that carried me through pain, and I remember sharper words that still echo in my brain. Funny how the human heart remembers certain tones, not because they were loud, but because they touch the soul. A careless joke at midnight, a sentence said in rage, can become somebody's mirror for the rest of their days. And that's why kindness matters, even in passing by, because you never know what battle hides behind their eyes. Words are like equations, every piece affects the end, and negativity multiplies faster than we comprehend. You can speak with brilliance, with wisdom, charm, and grace, but if cruelty enters at the end, it stains the whole exchange. I've seen beautiful relationships destroyed by reckless speech, not because love disappeared, but because wounds cut too deep. People survive hard moments, people survive mistakes, but humiliation spoken sharply can become a lifelong ache. And honestly, it scares me how easy it can be to change another person's world without intending to mean it deeply, because language carries energy far beyond the sound, and hearts absorb emotion even when no one's around. The strongest people I've known spoke carefully with care, not because they were weak, but because they understood despair. They knew every conversation leaves something behind, either warmth that helps healing or poison in the mind. Words are like equations, what you add becomes the whole, and bitterness repeated often slowly darkens souls. So I wanna speak with purpose, even when I'm hurt, not using anger carelessly just because it bursts, because one gentle sentence can help somebody breathe, and one hateful moment can make somebody bleed. Maybe true maturity is learning how to pause before turning temporary anger into permanent scars. Because once a word is spoken, you can't fully take it back, and even apologies sometimes can erase the crack. So I'll choose my language carefully, like every sentence matters, Because human hearts are fragile things, even when they don't completely shatter. And maybe the deepest kindness a person can become is someone whose words leave light long after they are gone. We were different faces, different names and lives, different kinds of brokenness, different kinds of pride. Some are chasing money, some are chasing love, some are searching for a reason written in the stars above. But underneath the noise, under every disguise, there's a human heart beating, trying to survive. We all wanna be loved, we all wanna belong, we all wanna feel like our lives mean something strong. Different roads, different stories, different ways we try, but every soul is reaching under the same sky. A child cries in silence, a stranger hides their pain, a mother fears tomorrow, a dreamer fights the rain. And no matter where we come from, no matter what we own, everybody knows the feeling of not wanting to be alone. We all fear losing, we all fear goodbye, we all search for meaning before a final night. Some hide it behind anger, some bury it in fame, but everybody's looking for the same flame. We all wanna be seen, not just looked at and passed. We all wanna believe something beautiful can last. Different colors, different languages, different ways we pray, but the human heart still trembles in the very same way. I used to think people were worlds apart, till I looked close enough to recognize the heart. The rich still feel empty, the strong still break, the loudest people smile and still lie awake. Because being human means needing hope, needing connection, just trying to cope. And maybe if we remembered how alike we are, we'd stop turning strangers into scars. We all wanna feel worthy, we all wanna feel enough, we all wanna find someone who stays when life gets rough. We all carry longing, we all carry fear, and every soul on earth just wants somebody near. So maybe love begins the moment we realize that behind every pair of eyes lives a life trying to survive. Different dreams, different pain, but the same heartbeat runs through every vein. And maybe that's the truth, hidden from the start. The world changes completely when we see each other's hearts under the same sky, under the same stars. Every human being isn't so far apart. We all wanna live, we all wanna heal, we all wanna know We all want the same things all along. Everybody loves you when the lights are on, when your words sound perfect, when nothing has gone wrong. Everybody cheers louder when you're winning the race, when confidence is written clearly on your face. But the truth about loyalty doesn't live in easy days. It reveals itself quietly when everything breaks. A real friend stays beside you even when you fall apart, even when you're wrong sometimes and drowning in the dark. 'Cause standing with perfection is easy for anyone, but staying through the mess, that's where true love comes from. I remember nights I ruined conversations with my pride, moments I was difficult trying to hide what hurt inside. Some people disappeared quickly the moment things got hard, but if you stay close enough to see beyond the scars, not excusing all my failures, not pretending I was right, but refusing to abandon me in the middle of the fight. Because being fully seen and still accepted feels too good. Everybody celebrates you when the world agrees, but true friendship is revealed when life drops to your knees. When you're embarrassed, when you lose your way, when you become hard to handle and someone still stays, not because they love your mistakes, not because they're blind, but because they see your heart beyond one broken night. A real friend tells the truth even when it stings, but never makes you feel like you're beyond redeeming. They don't disappear quietly at the first imperfect scene, because they understand being human means becoming messy in between. And honestly, we all need someone who can hold both things at once. Someone who sees the flaws clearly, but still remembers who we are underneath it all. Because life will humble everybody sooner or later somehow, and one day you'll need somebody who won't leave you there alone and bow down. The strongest friendships aren't built on endless perfect days. They're built through forgiveness, through surviving harder ways, through arguments and healing, through truth that doesn't run, through choosing each other again after damage has been done. A real friend stays beside you not only when you shine, but when shame fills the silence and you can't look them in the eyes. That kind of loyalty feels almost holy somehow, because it says I see your worst and I'm still here right now. Everybody loves the winner, everybody claps for right, but true friendship reveals itself in the middle of the night. When you're broken person for somebody else someday, then maybe that's the deepest kind of love a human heart can give away. I was living on repeat, same old road beneath my feet, waiting for a change to come, but nothing ever does. Every day felt out of place, like I wore a borrowed face, trying to fit into a frame that never held my name. Then I realized the truth, no one's coming through. If I want a different life, I have to choose. My life didn't please me, so I changed the line, took the pen into my hands, started rewriting mine. I won't wait forever for something to align. If I don't like the life I live, I'll create my life. You don't have to stay the same or keep playing someone's game. Every step you dare to take is yours to make. Even if it feels unknown, even if you're on your own, that's the moment you begin to build within. It's not about a perfect start or knowing every part, it's about the choice you make to trust your heart. My life didn't please me, so I broke away. Every fear that held me back, I threw it all away. I don't need permission to live what's mine. If I don't like the life I live, I'll create my life. You're not stuck inside a script you didn't choose to write. Every moment you decide, you redefine your life. My life didn't please me, so I took control. Every step I make from here is shaping what I hold. I won't wait for someday, I won't stand in line, because the life I wanna live is mine to design. Create your life. You don't need to change the world in a single night. You don't need to hold the weight or make everything right. Sometimes all it really takes is something small and true, a simple moment passing by between me and you. You don't see it when it starts, you don't feel the flow, but something quiet grows inside, more than you know. Peace begins with a smile, just a simple sign, something soft, something real that can change a life. It moves from heart to heart, across every mile. You don't need much at all, it starts with a smile. You don't know who's carrying a weight they cannot show. You don't know how far it goes, the kindness you let flow. Every little spark you give can light a deeper flame, and the world you're hoping for begins the same. It's not about the grand design or something far away. It's about the way you choose to live today. Peace begins with a smile in the smallest way. Every moment that you give lights another day. It grows without a sound, it heals for a while, and the change we're waiting for starts with a smile. You don't need to fight it all or fix everything. Sometimes just a gentle light is what you bring. Peace begins with a smile. Let it shine through you. Every heart you reach, makes it more true. It travels far and wide without any trial, and the world becomes brighter with just one smile. A smile is where it begins. I used to point my finger at everything around, waiting for the world to shift, waiting for love to be found. I said people never listen, nothing ever changes here. But all my words meant nothing while I stood frozen in fear. Because complaining feels easier than becoming something new. It's easier to demand change than live the truth. If you want the world to change, be the movement first. Be the voice, be the action, even when it hurts. Don't wait for somebody else to become the light. Transformation starts the moment you decide to fight. I wanted people kinder while bitterness lived in me. Wanted honesty from others while hiding what I feel deeply. Wanted love and understanding without learning how to give. Wanted peace surrounding me while anger shaped the way I lived. And one day it hit me quietly, like thunder without sound. The change I kept demanding had to start from my own ground. Because people mirror energy more than they mirror words, and actions echo louder than speeches ever heard. If you want the world to soften, show gentleness first. If you want more honesty, speak your own truth first. If you want somebody braver, stand against your fear. The strongest transformations begin right here. History never changed because people stayed still. It changed because somebody chose to move against the will. Someone chose compassion in a world addicted to pride. Someone chose forgiveness when revenge felt justified. Someone chose to stand up before anyone agreed, and became the living proof of what the world could be. That's how change is born, not through waiting endlessly, but through one soul deciding. This begins with me. I know it feels frustrating, watching people stay the same, watching hate repeat itself like an endless flame. But fire spreads slowly from a single spark, and even one honest heart can light up the dark. So I'll stop asking others to become what I avoid. I'll become the example before making noise, because leadership isn't power or controlling every soul. It's carrying a vision strong enough to pull. And maybe the deepest influence doesn't shout or force. Maybe real transformation begins through quiet course, through consistency, through living what you say, through becoming the reason someone else finds their way. If you want the world to heal, heal something in yourself. If you want more love around you, learn to give it first, because the future changes slowly, one decision at a time, and every revolution begins inside a human mind. So I'll become the movement instead of waiting endlessly, because the change I wanna see starts breathing inside me. They gave me numbers, gave me reasons, told me everything was clear, measured life in cold equations, while the meaning disappeared. They say truth lives inside data, inside charts and certainty. But I've seen hearts break in silence, where no facts could ever reach. 'Cause sometimes what is real still hides what we truly feel. Facts can be the enemy of truth when they blind us from the human view. You can know every detail and still completely fail to see the fire behind the eyes, the silent pain. We try to hide some truth
we worship tonight. Beyond the fact